This is the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, the car Koenigsegg says will be the fastest they will ever build. Think about that for a second. A company famous for breaking records is saying, this is the final word on speed. And here's the wild part, on paper, this car has what it takes to break the 300-mile-per-hour barrier. No production car has done it officially. Could this be the one? From the outside, the Jesko Absolut looks like a fighter jet with license plates. It's lower, longer, and sleeker than its track-focused sibling, the Jesko Attack. Why? Because the Absolut isn't built to crush lap times, it's built to destroy straight-line speed records. Just look at that tail. It's stretched out almost like the body is melting backward. Instead of a massive wing, you get two shark fin stabilizers that cut drag while keeping stability. Every curve, every vent, every surface is calculated for airflow. Take a closer look at the nose. It's sharp, like an arrow aimed at the horizon. The body is carved from carbon fiber, glossy and flawless under the light, with a drag coefficient of just 0.278. For context, that's less resistance than many everyday sedans, yet this machine packs over 1,600 horsepower. Think about the engineering that takes. Now, picture this, you're standing trackside, and a Jesko Absolut launches past. The sound isn't a roar, it's a shockwave. Before your eyes can even follow it, it's gone, leaving nothing but wind in its wake. That's not a car. That's a land missile disguised as a road-legal machine. But wait until you see the inside, it's just as wild. The dihedral doors rise upward with that signature Koenigsegg flair. Step in, and you're not greeted by a stripped-out race cockpit. Instead, it's futuristic luxury. Lightweight carbon bucket seats hug you tight, trimmed in Alcantara or leather. The digital driver display is clever, it rotates with the steering wheel so your speed and revs always stay upright. It's a little touch that shows just how obsessed Koenigsegg is with details. Look around, and you'll notice this isn't a car that sacrifices comfort for speed. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay, climate control, and a premium sound system. Yes, this is a car that can take you to 300 miles per hour, but you could also drive it to dinner. That balance is rare in the hypercar world. Now, let's talk about the heart of this beast. Behind you sits a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8. On regular gasoline, it produces 1,280 horsepower. Fill it with E85 biofuel, and that number jumps to 1,600. Just let that sink in, 1,600 horsepower in a car weighing barely more than a family sedan. The turbos have an innovative air injection system that keeps them spinning, so throttle response is instant. No lag, no hesitation, just brutal acceleration. And then there's the gearbox. Koenigsegg designed it in-house, calling it the light-speed transmission. 9 speeds, but with a trick, it can jump from any gear to any other instantly. 7th to 4th, 5th to 2nd, it doesn't matter. No delay, no waiting. It feels almost telepathic, like the car is reading your mind. On paper, 0 to 60 happens in under 2.5 seconds. Impressive, but that's not what the Absolut is about. This car is about what happens after 200 miles per hour. Where most hypercars start to struggle, the Jesko Absolut is just getting into its stride. And that's why Koenigsegg believes it could be the first production car to truly smash through 300 miles per hour. But here's the question, do you believe it? Could this be the car that finally rewrites the record books? Drop your answer in the comments, I'd love to hear what you think. And stick around, we'll uncover the safety tech, the rumored price, and why Koenigsegg calls the Jesko Absolut their final word on speed. You don't want to miss it. Speed is one thing, but the Jesko Absolut is not a reckless machine. Koenigsegg knows that building a 300-mile-per-hour car means safety isn't optional, it's mandatory. Take a look at that carbon fiber monocoque. It's so rigid that it could carry the weight of a small truck balanced on one corner without twisting. That's the kind of structural integrity you need when every run pushes physics to the limit. Inside, you'll also find airbags, electronic stability systems, and advanced traction control, not the kind that interferes, but the kind that makes sure all that power gets to the road in a way you can actually use. What's even more impressive is that Koenigsegg doesn't just bolt on technology borrowed from other automakers. They invent their own. The Absolut features a triplex suspension system with a third damper to keep the rear wheels planted at insane speeds. The adaptive suspension reads the road and keeps the car flat even when conditions change. What this means for you as the driver is confidence. Imagine approaching a sweeping bend at speeds that would terrify in almost anything else, and instead of panic, the car feels calm, controlled, almost easy. That's the genius here. And then there's the stability system designed specifically for the Absolut's top speed goals. Remember those twin tail fins instead of a big rear wing? They work with the underbody aerodynamics to create stability at 300 miles per hour without creating drag. It's the kind of solution you usually see on fighter aircraft, not road cars. Watching this car in a wind tunnel test is like seeing an aircraft being engineered. It's a ground-based jet. Now, let's talk about what it costs to even dream of owning one. Koenigsegg hasn't released exact numbers for the Absolut, but insiders suggest a price tag north of $3 million. That's the territory of ultra-exclusive hypercars like the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus and the SSC Tuatara. But here's the twist: unlike some of its rivals, the Absolut isn't just a collector's trophy. It's built to actually chase the record. Each of the very limited production cars will be a piece of history in motion. So who is this car for? Certainly not the average driver. It's for the tiny handful of enthusiasts who want more than luxury. They want to stand at the edge of what's possible. Picture yourself pulling up at a private event where every car around is a Ferrari, a McLaren, or a Lamborghini. Impressive machines, no doubt. But when the Jesko Absolut arrives, the conversation shifts. Everyone knows that this is the one car capable of changing the definition of fastest car in the world. That's not just ownership, that's legend status. Let's put this in perspective with its competition. Bugatti made headlines when the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus broke the 300 miles per hour barrier in a one-way run, hitting 304 miles per hour. But that car was heavily modified, and it wasn't a two-way official record. SSC Tuatara claims over 300 miles per hour too, but controversy still surrounds those numbers. The Absolut, however, comes with Koenigsegg's reputation. Christian von Koenigsegg does not make empty promises. When he says this will be their fastest car ever, you can believe the team has tested every detail to back that claim. Here's something worth noting. Koenigsegg has confirmed that they won't build anything faster after this. The Jesko Absolut is their final statement on speed. Why? Because after a certain point, the laws of physics, tire technology, and safety limitations make further progress unrealistic. So, in a way, this isn't just another hypercar, it's the bookend to an era. The last great leap in pure top-speed chasing. And if it succeeds, the Jesko Absolut could go down as the definitive king of the speed wars. But here's a question for you. If you had the choice, would you rather own the world's fastest car, or a more usable machine like a Ferrari SF90 or a Porsche 911 Turbo S? Tell me in the comments which one speaks to you more, ultimate speed or everyday supercar performance. For those lucky enough to sit behind the wheel of a Jesko Absolut, the experience will be surreal. Imagine cruising at 70 miles per hour on the highway, knowing that with one deep press of the accelerator, you're holding a machine capable of quadrupling that speed. It's like carrying a storm inside the engine bay, calm on the outside but explosive when unleashed. That's a sensation money can't buy with any other car. To wrap this up, the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut is not just about performance figures. It's about ambition, engineering obsession, and the courage to say, we will build the fastest car ever, and then stop. It's a reminder that cars can still inspire wonder, fear, and admiration all at once. This is not just driving. This is history happening on four wheels. So, what do you think? Can the Jesko Absolut finally set the undisputed record as the fastest production car in the world? Drop your thoughts below, and while you're here, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a fellow car enthusiast. There are fast cars, and then there's the Jesko Absolut, a machine that may never be matched again.